Excuse me.
So, the platform project, as you know, we switched over from the south to the north tram. That's going well. We are still looking at towards the end of December for substantial completion. Okay. We have a couple of hiccups that have come up. Nothing insurmountable. We're trying to look at all of our
We have any
workarounds.
colds now?
I'm sorry?
We have any colds now?
This, right now, I think Friday looks
Yeah.
about 40, 41.
Right.
But it's gonna be monitored. Doesn't
25
mean
overnight.
doesn't mean that they can't. What it is, keep in mind, it has to do with the curing of product. Is the temperature part that's sensitive, so the prep of it, replacement of parts and barriers and all these other things can continue. So in the schedule, they do plan on some type of weather delays at times. I mean, of course, if it turned to 25 degrees for the month of December, it's a different story.
Mhm.
But a day here, a day here, there should not break a project stride. There's always work to do. Okay.
So that's good, that's on, schedule for completion.
So we're still tracking it. We're still tracking that, by the end of December, we should be at substantial completion. There might still be punch lists to do. I'm sure you've heard that term before about substantial completion. Our turnover went about a week later than we anticipated, and that was just some fine tuning with some doors and making sure certain tolerances were there. And we had before, while that area was barricaded off, some things had to be shimmed like 1/8 of an inch, make sure the tolerances, they may sound silly, but 1/8 of an inch makes a difference with door operation and stuff like that. So, but everything's been relatively smooth. And we have the ramp that's getting scheduled, the one that's on the north side. On the north side of the Roosevelt Island side, that ramp is going to be made, I've told you at other board meetings, it's being replaced with an ADA compliant slope. So that is scheduled also. We had gotten the change order in from them, and it's also offset by significant credit for work they did not need to do. So that's also great.
There's a question.
Yeah, I had I got an email from a Roosevelt Island mother who said that she had a problem getting into the Manhattan tram station with the stroller with her kids because she couldn't access the gate for some reason now.
You think you know more about that?
I'll take this one. So we spoke to Poma to make sure they have another attendant there, and we're actually putting up signage tomorrow, larger signage rather, to direct strollers and wheelchairs to right near the elevator section is a gate there. We'll have an attendant there, and then we'll have larger signage to direct them as they come off the elevator or even the tramway. They'll have that access to go there as well.
Oh,
So
so
we
that's
addressed
being
that.
resolved.
That's the part because I actually tested it myself to see how it was, and it was kind of congested also. So we spoke to Poma and then our engineering staff as well as our community relations staff. So to have larger signage there to direct strollers as well as wheelchairs.
I've seen them coming in that way. I wonder why she missed it.
It's the way the tram staff was positioned at times,
It's the
sometimes.
staff.
Sometimes, and I'm not blaming them, they're just being honest with
I am.
what I've observed. They're good partners, I would say. Just making sure that we have that, and then signage also so they can see where to go and have that gate readily available.
I think also that maybe if we could speak to the staff about getting the visitors to move closer in, because there is, they tend to make a line. And I mean, it's nice to be courteous and stay in the order that you arrive, but you can't do that when we have limited
Right.
space. They
Right.
have to really, go shoulder to shoulder,
Certainly.
and I feel that they have not done a good job doing that.
So we've
The few
spoken to them
times
about,
I've been there.
excuse me, we've spoken to Poma about having increased staff there also to help usher that along. So hopefully that will be.
It's also important so that the tourists don't feel that you are, taking their
Sure,
spot.
certainly.
Because I, of course, took myself up front because but I told the people to move up. You would have thought I was working there, but of course they probably some did not understand, but I think if the staff did a little better job.
Certainly.
Pushing them up and hurting them.
I'll definitely relay that information to Armando tomorrow.
Also,
Excuse me.
me and a guy went into town on a Sunday, about a month ago, and arrived at the tram to find that they're at this side, to see a sign that said no elevator working on the other side, which is fine. But that should have gone out as a bulletin, as an oversight, anytime the elevators are closed. And then we would have known to head for the subway or
Sure.
do something else, call my driver.
I
James,
have
bring
to
me
tell you,
around.
Roosevelt Island parents are really good at that. They let you know right away when
Right.
it's not working. They're really good.
Very true.